This is a framed photograph that's hanging in my office. One day I was in Lower Manhattan having a drink, and Erica Baum showed up. Actually, it was your husband, I think.
Yeah,
showed up with a big bag, and inside was this fantastic print of my favorite page from
Card
Catalog. And this is a photograph of the front of a card catalog. That 258 is weird. You know what that is? That's the 258th drawer in the catalog. And I just found out today that this photograph of a card catalog was taken in a library in Jersey City. So it's great. Okay, so there is a 2-word or 3-word poem, Davy Ambrose. And this is, I think of as a poem. I think of it as a kind of weird imagist poem, or some kind of languagey juxtaposition poem. Anyway, Davy, I know you wanted to get out of here and your mind is elsewhere, but what do you think? Do a close reading of this poem, this photograph.
I always want to talk about place, Al. I always have room for Jersey City.
This is you all over, isn't it?
Oh, it totally is. Yeah, I think that in terms of framing, this definitely operates as a poem because it's a way of bookending a set of language and taking the space between Jersey City and Jesus, which is meant to be just indexical space. Those just happen to be words, and locating meaning within those words. I think by taking them out and abstracting them and putting them in the context of like in the photograph, there's the impulse to think about them as having content rather than just being indexical. And when you start to think about the space between, I mean, this gets terrifying really quickly, especially in the week of an enormous church shooting, of thinking about place and religiosity, thinking about connections between location and belief, thinking about what you're indexing when you're thinking about a place. Are you also indexing a group of people, a set of beliefs, a set of practices? To think that there's a relationship between Jersey City and Jesus that's not just one of index, but one of meaning. There's a lot to generate there, and it's on the reader to do that generating.
So there's more than a few Modpo people out there who love every time Davy says brilliant things, but are also thinking, wow, he just overread this thing because Erica just found it and took a picture of it. Erica didn't write it,
That's the point,
and the librarians didn't even mean it.
That's
because
the
it just happened to be that the last card in the drawer was Jesus.
But that's the point, that the fact of that language existing is it's already in conversation. It's like taking that photograph is not starting conversation, it's noticing a conversation that already exists. It's
Amber
not,
Rose?
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Go for it, yeah, go.
Because you guys have to go.
Davy's so deep.
I know, Davy's so deep. Do you want to add to that? Do you like this? This is crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm into it. It actually makes me think about in elementary school, I was in an AP library class. What is that?
Wait a minute. How could elementary
Not
school
AP,
have-
it was like advanced library or something. I don't know. Tracking is real. It starts very early. It was like special students library. I don't know. And we like had card
And did they have
catalogs.
card catalogs?
Yeah.
Wow, you're old.
Yeah. But so I'm interested in this dash. So the dash could be indexical, but I'm also thinking of the dash like interrupting. And I would, in the spirit of Bernadette Mayer, want to play with adding different punctuation. So if you did like Jersey City ! What would that do to the Jesus? Like Jersey City, Jesus.
Or how about,
Or
you add the exclamation point after Jesus.
right,
Jesus.
right, yeah, a question mark. You can do amazing
Jersey
things
City
with these
equals
words.
Jesus.
Exactly, Jersey City, comma Jesus? Question mark. Like, is Jersey City like? Do I get from Jersey City to Jesus?
Right.
Is that dash like
Actually,
a
that's the
trail
hope, yes.
to Jesus? Is that the conduit?
You know,
Yeah.
it's funny because I was thinking about this when I'm like, if I post on Facebook, if I'm like reacting to something, often I want to say Jesus, and then I don't always write that because I feel like, well, I'm not there to do the intonation to make it fit the, it's something I just say. I'm not really, to
Yeah.
actually write that out.
It's tough.
It becomes
to
a
just write
different
Jesus,
thing.
It feels
Yeah.
very holy.